Won't you just come my way?
Come in.
Baby, won't you just take your time?
Okay.
Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? I want to talk to you guys about my baby shower. I want to do a video just talking about my baby shower and everything that happened with my baby shower and how it was the worst experience of my life.
For the kids.
Okay, my life. I hated my baby shower, y'all. It was, and it's so sad because I love my daughter so much. It's just a lot of the first time experiences. This is kind of a part of the reason why I'm afraid to have another kid, because the first experience was so traumatic and such a horrible experience for me, and just going through everything like by myself, that I'm afraid to have another kid. Maybe it was just the person that I had a kid with, but I don't ever like want to ever go through that again.
What the fuck? All right, no.
I'm not going to say never want to have another kid because I'm afraid to have a kid, but I wouldn't say never want to have a kid. I'm just afraid because of all the things that I went through with my first kid. Now, this experience was so horrible. And it just wasn't everybody's fault, but it's just, I just felt super like the world was on my shoulders at my baby shower, right?
Oh my God! Wow!
First and foremost, at this time, I was in college, right? I was in college, you know, it was fairly early on in college and everything. And I'm about to say some stuff that I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for, but I'm gonna say the truth. So I was in college, and I remember I got my financial aid, and I, you know, took some of my money and put it towards my baby shower.
What? Child. Anyway, so
that's the part that I'm afraid I'm gonna get in trouble for. But at the time, I was just a young mother. I remember, first off, I went to the counselor, and my counselor told me, like, you know, you should just take this time off for school. Don't stay in school while you pregnant, you know. Take a break, because obviously, you know, you're getting big, and it seems like this pregnancy is a lot on you right now. Take a break. I was like, I'm Superwoman. I can do all things through God who strengthens me, sis.
Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Don't sit over here and then you tell me I shouldn't do it, or I can't do it, or not to do it. I was like committed. Like, I was like, no, I'm going to go to school. I'm going to finish school, and I'm going to have my baby, and I'm going to be popping.
What if I believed those people who told me that when I became pregnant in college that I wouldn't finish?
And I did just that. I got my, at the time it was my associate's degree, but I'm going to get my bachelor's, y'all, because I'm still in school. But I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it right. You're not going to shun me from getting my education with pregnancy. I don't care if I'm an African-American woman, because it was very much so giving me that.
I walked across that stage with my son on my hip, and I collected my degree, my diploma.
I don't care if I'm an African-American woman. I'm going to still do it because I can, and because I'm going to work my ass off to get it done. Anyways.
Thank you for supporting me.
So I took some of my financial aid to pay, you know, for the hall and everything, right? So I had paid for the hall, got everything, you know, just the down payment on the hall. Now, I'm African. I'm Liberian. My baby father is black. And I know black African, same thing, right? It's just the tradition. So I wanted to include my baby daddy. I wanted to include his family. I wanted him to, like, it to be like an inclusion situation. Like, baby daddy, you gonna be included in everything that we doing, because this is our baby. I was going above and beyond to include him and his family. Why the hell I do that? Damn! Because at the end of the day, it's my baby shower. I should be happy. It should be about me and him and our pregnancy. I felt like the world was on my shoulders at the time. I had forced my child's father to stay steady, still working. I was going to go and pick him up because I was the only one with the car. So it just was a lot. I was going to school and I was picking him up, and he worked overnights. So I had to be up early in the morning. You know, when you're pregnant, you want to rest, everything. My mom was super upset about me doing laundry or doing his laundry. You know, she felt like he wasn't working hard enough because we had to damn near pull teeth for him to get a job. So she just was doing little petty stuff like not letting him wash his clothes in the house. So what would happen is I would wait till everybody sleep at night and wash his clothes, you know? All night, and wash my baby father clothes so he would have clothes, at least, you know, have clothes for school and everything. And, you know, me and him would be good. Mind you, I was tired. I was going to school all day during the school day, and then after that I would go to work, and then I would stay up some nights and like wash my baby daddy clothes. But then I had to be up early in the morning too, because I had to pick him up. I had to be up early, so I didn't really rest my pregnancy. And then me and my mom was getting into it because my mom didn't necessarily like, how I was being treated during my pregnancy. She felt like my baby father, in hindsight looking at it, should have been treating me better during my pregnancy. I shouldn't have been working so hard. I was just scared. I was scared that I was gonna fail, so I pushed myself. Thank God I ain't had no miscarriage. Thank God ain't nothing wrong with my daughter. Thank God it wasn't no breakage or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing with her. But it was hard.
Oh my God, it's not funny.
It was very, very hard. I felt alone a lot of times. I felt by myself a lot of the times. I didn't feel like I had a lot of help. Like, my mother was there, thank the Lord, My mom did help me a whole lot. I'ma say that. Had it not been for my mom, a lot of the things that we got, I'm just being real with y'all, we would not have gotten.
They got Camilla. Look at all of this. Honestly, I feel blessed. I had so many friends and family members willing to help out. Get this big ass bag of clothes my nigga Real got me. Literally a whole bag. All the other gifts and presents. Diapers, wipes, the whole works. We got so much stuff we couldn't even put it in our closet. Literally, we gotta find a spot to do. Something to do with all of this. Literally presents everywhere.
I was telling people ahead of time, I really want y'all to be there. I invited all his family because I just wanted it to be so special to him, because it was my first baby, but I wanted him to just be happy too during our pregnancy, it was exciting for me, and I was scared. So when I'm scared, I tend to make sure everybody toxic trait. This is something people don't know about me. When I'm scared, I try to overcompensate by making everybody else comfortable around me. I don't know what it's called, but when I get scared or I get nervous or things is not going my way or I'm just petrified, that's a fear tactic. I try to make sure everybody around me good, go above and beyond just to make sure everybody's secure because I'm just so scared, So that's what I was doing, just making sure everything was good.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
I went, and I remember I had food stamps at the time, and I had a little bit of money too. I didn't have a lot in food stamps, but the amount that I did have, I gave his family some. I gave my mom some, and then I gave his family some because I wanted them to cook stuff that, black people would like at my baby shower. I just want a whole bunch of African food, I believe she made some macaroni and cheese. She made some pot roast, I think that was it. I think she made something else. I think it was I bought with my money some chicken from the little chicken spot. They made a big thingy of chicken for me.
Food, we got music, we got a party happening up in here.
I bought a whole bunch of chicken. Just fried chicken because I wanted them to have stuff that they like too. African people put pepper and everything, make everything super spicy, super hot. I didn't know if they was going to like it. And instead of just have them there not eating, I wanted to have stuff for them. So I paid, gave them my stamps, some of my stamps. And then also I had paid for the chicken and for extra stuff too. Not just chicken, so they would have stuff there that they would like. I think, I want to say I got some crab. I don't remember, but I believe I had bought some crab legs too. Because I just wanted a bunch of different food and a bunch of different stuff so they could have stuff that they liked as well, And it just was a lot. Paid the decorator. This is me paying for everything. I paid the decorator, which was one of my mom's close friends, so she did it for the low. And African people, we gotta stay decorated. And that lady brought the chair. That lady did a really, really good job. Did pay for a lot of stuff. It was good. The decorator did it. I had paid for the DJ. Bust my ass, paid for that DJ. So as for the DJ, we knew the DJ, or I knew the DJ because I do music, of course, right? Check out my music channel, shameless plug. But I do music, so the DJ, I knew him, and then he gave me a discount, so I paid for a DJ because African people, you already know, Liberian people, we always gotta have a DJ somewhere. And baby showers for us go late till 2 in the morning, right? The venue said we cannot have any liquor, so we weren't able to buy liquor, but I bought drinks and stuff, and I, made my own little. First of all, I paid for the photo shoot for me and my baby dad. I knew this person that did the photo shoot. I'm gonna try to include some of the pictures in here, but I knew the person who did the picture, so I paid for the picture person. Hooked me up. Me and my baby dad got professional pictures for my daughter because I really wanted that. something else I ended up paying for because I wanted. I paid for a 4D ultrasound. Me and my mom got it. It's a whole video. I'm not going to include it in here, but it was a 4D ultrasound. You can see everything. 4D ultrasound is so effing clear. Like, everything. I just went above and beyond because this was my first baby. So I just wanted everybody to have a great time, everything to go good. My best friend made this special cake that I love. It's like a milk cake. It's condensed milk. It's just so freaking good. It's chocolate. It's everything. She taught me how to make it, so I know how to make it a little bit. I don't make it as good as she does, but I'm telling you, my best friend makes this cake that I love. And then I paid to get a cake made, and with some cupcakes too. Professional cake made. At the time, my god sister, godmother, made the cake. She did a beautiful job. The cake was lovely. I was just, you know, I didn't even get an outfit for myself. I spent all my money on everything. I wanted to like really dress up, but my auntie Janjay, I'm throwing out my auntie name. My auntie got me an African gown made. I was like, you know, I'm gonna just wear this for my baby shower. I didn't want to go through the jump-ins and the runs and all of that. I didn't look as beautiful as I wanted to look for my baby shower. I wanted to look immediate, like beautiful and gorgeous. I just, you know, I just looked okay. I wasn't as happy as my baby shower as I should have been. I was doing everything. I was running around doing everything. I paid for the hall. I paid for this. I paid for that. I paid for that with my financial aid, of course. And then I just did a lot. I was spending financial aid, and I was working too. So between my financial aid and me working, I was just paying for everything, you know. And then we had to buy stuff for the like clothes and stuff. And I was in a bunch of different government programs because I wanted free diapers for Camilla, you know, ahead of time, because I was afraid that me and him would not have. Because that's where everywhere I kept on going, that's what everybody was saying. In school, they was telling me, no, y'all, you know, you may not have this stuff, you might want to drop out. Everywhere. So I got in like all of these different programs because I wanted to make sure me and him had enough to take care of our baby, had enough to do what we had to do. You know, I was just so scared, and I was doing everything by myself. I was so unhappy. He wasn't much helping me with anything. He was there all the time. He was there. Give him that. He was there, right? But for me, I don't think that's just good enough. It's not just good enough just to be there. Financially, he wasn't supporting a lot. As far as working, my baby dad started working towards the end of my pregnancy. I don't know if he was working at that time. I know he didn't have a lot of money at that time, and he couldn't really, you know, assist and support like he should have been, you know. So a lot of it was a lot, you know. And at the time, I was really close to his family. I was really, 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 really close to his sisters. It's a shame that we're not as close as we once was, because I loved her so much. We were so freaking close, you know. So she cooked a lot of the food. Thank the Lord for her. Cooked a lot of the food, and I was happy that she did that. Like, love his sister. It was very difficult for me because I felt like he should have stepped up. It was just me dealing with his family, me doing everything, and he was just there. Give him credit just for being there. And I just felt like, man, I'm happy that you're here. Some men are not there, but I'm not about to like sit over here and say that was just enough, just you being there, because I did everything. I felt so sad. And then the day of my baby shower, all of his family was late or just could not make it, did not have rides.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
And me just being big on family at the time, and what's crazy is they're not like that. I just assumed because my family was like that, they were supposed to be like that. They were not like that. I'm big on family. My family's big on family. We are all united. We all go to each other's stuff, everything. But that's not the case with his family. Some people do. Some people don't. It's not consistent. All the family ain't always together like, you know, how my family is, you know? So I was like going out of my way to drive and pick people up so his family or some of his family could be there. A lot of his family was not there. A few did show up, but a lot of his family was not there, wasn't able to be there, you know. I was stressed out about that. Like, I had to be there when the DJ got there, gave him half the money, you know, gave him the other half after. Like, it's just, I was paying everybody, doing everything. I wasn't looking the way I wanted to look. I was not happy, you know. And I even after the venue, like, I had to make sure everybody like clean and everything was done. My mom cooked. My mom's friends, oh my God, my mom's friends. A lot of my mom's friends and church members and church family showed up and showed out. They bought so much stuff. Like, bought so much stuff. Put together so much stuff. And I'm telling you, I was so blessed. A lot of people bought a whole lot of things, and I was just so happy that they bought stuff and they was there for me. A lot of my mom's friends, and they cooked. My mom, homegirl, I told you I paid her. She like made up the hall and everything. It was beautiful. Everything I wanted, they went above and beyond for me. And because of the love that they have for my mother, and my mom cooked. My mom, you know, supplied the food and stuff, did a lot that she could, you know, helped out. I ended up paying for everything. I paid for a lot of the food, I'm not gonna lie. But them cooking and them going out their way and just really helping me and supporting me was big for me. My mom, even though she was not happy, she was there for me, and that's a lot. You know, she wasn't happy with how I did it. She wasn't happy the fact that I was working so much. She wasn't happy that I didn't get a lot of help. She wasn't happy as far as how I was being treated. You know, she knew things were wrong, but my mom was there for me through my whole pregnancy, made sure, did everything in her little way to make sure it was a joyous experience for me. When I tell you, my baby dad was there, but my baby dad was high. He was high out his mind off the weed, okay? He was smoking marijuana, high as hell. His friend bought him some weed. He was high as hell. His shirt was not pressed, you know? He had jeans on, but his shirt was not pressed. He just looked a little rough when he was there. His friend was smoking. They got high and stuff at the thing, and I'm over here trying to make sure everything's going together, and I'm doing it by myself, and this man just looking at me, just look crazy and doing it by myself. Would never again. Never again.
Well, maybe it's just because you're ugly.
Ugly? You gotta be kidding me.
And I just felt so stressed because I felt so alone. All the decisions I had to make by myself. I would ask his opinion, he wouldn't want to give it. He got annoyed. He was very irritable. Got annoyed real quick about everything. It just was like, He was just so snappy, like irritable about every single thing. So I just was by myself, doing it by myself. He was high as hell. What he and his friend did do, though, give him their credit. He and his friend took the gifts that we got and put it in the car. They put it in the car and he unpacked it in the house when we got home, you know? So he did do that. But as far as everything, I had to just do it by myself. I was so effing miserable, guys. Something else that black people got mad at, right? Because I'm African. The black people got mad because we didn't open gifts. African people don't open gifts at baby shower. We don't. We do that at our house. We do that another time. We get the gifts, but we don't open it at the baby showers. But that's like a tradition that black people want to see, like open gifts individually, and so people can see. I had a lot of people that I had not known, talked to or been connected to since high school that I was cool with, that, felt connected to me, that showed up to my baby shower. And I just felt so blessed. So effing blessed. A lot of my friends showed up, to which I loved and I liked that, but I didn't feel like I looked my best. I wasn't feeling my best emotionally. I was just worried about everybody else because I knew I wasn't good. That's like a toxic trait that I do. Every time you see me going above and beyond, checking on everything and everyone, it's because I'm not happy. When I'm not happy, I try to make sure everybody else around me is happy and everybody else is good. That's a toxic trait of mine. Now, here's the crazy part. My cousin ended up getting arrested on my baby shower a little ahead of time when we went to go get the cake and stuff. My cousin decided to steal from Walmart.
Oh. All right.
And she got arrested. So I'm over here telling my mama she got arrested, looking after her. And I had shit that I gotta do. Girl, you picked today to get arrested? What's up? I'm dealing with that mess. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna look like, because I didn't know until the day of that I was just gonna, I'm gonna just wear the outfit my aunt got. It wasn't I didn't want it, it wasn't bedazzled up, but it was an outfit and I loved it. And she did a really good job getting it made, so I just wore it, Was I gonna wear that day? Maybe not, but I'm happy that I did, because it was, something my auntie got and it was very important to me. So I love her for that. My mom was getting upset with me on my baby shower because she kept on trying to call me, make sure, the DJ said this, people was popping up, the DJ came to the hall and he needed to get in and set up. The people at the place didn't open the hall in time, so that was a problem. My mom had to get the food that her friends made picked up. I had to figure out how I'm gonna go pick up this person's food, pick up that person food, or do this and that. I was so freaking stressed out. I was doing it all by myself. While I was doing all of this, my child father was somewhere playing a game. He wasn't moving shit. He wasn't helping me with shit. He wasn't nothing. I was all by myself. So stressed out. And mind you, at that time I was like, man, that should have been a thing that, yo, this is what you're gonna be dealing with when you have the baby. Pay attention, baby showers. Pay attention to your pregnancy. See how that man is, because that's how it's gonna be when you had a kid. Ain't no. A few men change after the baby, but not a lot. So I was so stressed out. I was so unhappy. My core friend group, my best friends or close friend group, me and them was not talking much at the time. My guy's sister Toya came through. I'm dropping names. Y'all, that's not her full name. But anyway, she came through, my god sister did, and was MCing, and I loved her for that, and I was like, thank you. But a lot of my core friends and I fell out because a lot of them did not necessarily want me with my child's father at the time, so they weren't like necessarily at the baby shower. So I was doing it by myself. Had my core friends been there, they would have been helping me. They would have been doing it. At the time, me and my godmother wasn't on the best terms because I didn't like cussed everybody out, went off on everybody, or separated myself because I was trying to be with my child's father so bad, who wasn't really treating me good, just because I was trying to force something because I was pregnant. I wanted us to be together. So me and my like godmother, everybody fell out. So I was by myself, doing it by myself, and this man was not helping me. I was feeling like a complete clown, feeling stupid, doing it all by myself. I was happy because yes, I think my godmother came. No, my god sister came. My god sister came with my auntie, right? It's her auntie, but it's my auntie too, shoot. It's our auntie, sis, period. Anyway, she came, and even though me and her was not on the best terms, she came, and I felt so much love. They played these games and stuff, and at the time, I remember there was a game. Me and his sister was really close at that time, and I remember she like got a sidekick. A sidekick told her that I was gonna have a kid with her brother, but I forgot all about that. And I remember that when I got pregnant the first time, my god sister told me that when I discovered that I was pregnant, told me that I was pregnant. She told me, and I put that in the games that she told me, but I forgot all about the fact that his sister had a sidekick, tell her that I was going to be pregnant. So when the game, they was like, well, who knew you was pregnant before you did? When I said my god sister, his sister felt some type of way. But I forgot all about the fact that the sidekick told her. Who was thinking about the sidekick? But she felt offended, but I wasn't trying to offend her, and she was like, But that was something that happened in my baby shower. The fact that people was there made me happy, but overall I was not happy inside because it wasn't the way I didn't feel the way I wanted to feel or look the way I wanted to look. Everything else did not matter as much as how I looked and how I felt that day. And I didn't feel good, and I, did not look the way I wanted to look. But I was happy for the people that showed up and showed love to me. His mother was there and his grandma was there. I love, first and foremost, if y'all don't know nothing about me, y'all need to know, I love my baby dad's grandmother. Love this woman. I love her so freaking much, to the moon and back. Like, I love her. My daughter love her. My baby, my mama love her. Everybody loved this woman. Because when I was pregnant, she would call me and check on me. She came and spent nights at my house and spent time with my baby. She'll always ask me how my baby doing, ask me for video footage of my baby. She damn near raised her grandson. So me and her just have, the best. I will always love and respect that woman. I don't care what happens between me and that woman. I don't care what that woman say to me. I love her to the moon and back. Like, there's nothing we can't get over. I love her. I love her. I love her. Period.
Just answer the question, okay? Please don't play with me right now. No, that's it. Please. Let's not, please.
So now let's talk about the actual gifts, right? A lot of people got me gifts. My godmother got me a gift even though she couldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? His family got me some gifts, right? Now, I believe it was one of his cousins. I don't know if it was his mother, but a lot of the gifts that they got me was hand-me-down gifts. It wasn't original gifts that they bought from the store. It was, this cousin had it. It didn't fit this cousin. So now, we giving it to your baby. Yup. That was the gift that I got. And you can have that, it don't fit her baby no more, so you can have. I remember it was a jumper, the thing with a bouncer they gave me that was supposed to be a cousin's, and then they gave it to me. It was a hand-me-down type of gift. I accepted it, and I was, thank you guys. But I was like, nobody got like original gifts, I didn't like that. His other cousin that I was really, really close to, I'm cool with her, right? She had bought a lot of her hand-me-down gifts as well, right? She bought, now me and her had spoke ahead of time. I'm not upset about that because we spoke about it, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you a lot of stuff. She got me, I think, some new stuff too, though. It wasn't just all used up, but some new stuff too. But me and her had spoke about it, and she said that she was gonna bring it, at my baby shower. I would have preferred we did that a different time, don't bring like used gifts at a baby shower. However, I was blessed and I was happy that she could, because we spoke about it ahead of time. I knew what was happening. With his family, I kind of expected, well, that's his cousin, but me and her spoke, so I think it's a little bit different. But with his family, I kind of expected them to buy gifts, seeing how I bought everything, me and my family took care of everything. We did everything. I felt like y'all not going to get nothing. Y'all not going to buy nothing. It just wasn't, they just didn't do that. So I was a little disappointed at that. But once again, I didn't open gifts at the baby shower, so I opened gifts at home. So I wasn't, showing that. But we did get a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff came from my mom's church group. My mom's close with her church. They like have, dudes. My mom is like a God-fearing woman. My daddy a pastor. They got close relationships with the church members. So a lot of the members bought gifts, and thank the Lord they did, because we had diapers for days. We had everything. We were so effing blessed. So blessed. that to have all the things that we had, you know? I just wish that I was more happier. I wasn't happy. I had to do everything by myself. I stretched myself thin.
I don't know. I just don't think this is like right for me. I don't want to do it. I want to go home. Like, I can't take the pressure of it. But don't you think any job interview...
I was stressed out by the whole thing. I was just so happy that it was over, and I should have never felt like that. I should have felt like I don't never want it to be over, but all the hard work was just to be unhappy. Because even on my baby shower, I was working hard. I was late to my own baby shower. This man was just there, but it felt like I didn't have a partner. I was by myself in a lot of it. And I just felt like I kept on trying to make it work for Camilla, make it work for Camilla, make it work for my daughter, make it work, make it work, make it work. And it just was not working. The harder I tried, the less it worked. So one thing I'll say, when your baby shower, make sure, if other people gonna throw it for you, even better. But if you're gonna throw your own baby shower like I did, make sure that you have everything in order. Make sure that, you plan ahead of time. Start planning early on, because when I didn't plan early on, I kind of planned it was early on. It was like 3-4 months ahead, but still I wanted to wait more time because I wanted to make sure I was like pinching pennies to make everything work. And make sure you have a partner that is your partner. Somebody that's going to do it with you and not watch you do it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Because your partner really does decide your entire pregnancy process and everything. Don't just be here like stress. If you're going to do it by yourself, make that established at the beginning. Don't have somebody there and then you're doing it by yourself, because it adds insult to injury. It really does. So my entire pregnancy process was horrible. It was stressed out. I mean, I got things, don't get me wrong. I don't want to say that. I could have been worse. I could have not gotten nothing. My mom couldn't have been there. I had a lot of people that was there, but I didn't feel the best. I was depressed as hell. Going through depression, stressed out because everything didn't turn out the way it's supposed to. So what I will say is, that's why my baby shower was horrible and stressed out. It was stressed out. I was stressed out. The whole situation was a stressful situation. And maybe it was the person I had, the baby shower, the kid with, all of that. I'm fearful futuristically of me having other kids because of this, but that's the experience that I experienced. Y'all tell me how y'all baby shower was. Hopefully you love this video. Hopefully you love everything that I'm saying about my experience. And I love you guys to pieces. And bye-bye, guys.